Welcome back to Comic Issues Daily. I'm Brian Tintin, and today is September 11th, which means we're recapping all of comic book news from yesterday, September 10th, 2025. From Superman's Uneasy Alliance with Lex Luthor to Zatanna stepping into the Absolute Universe, and even a Gargoyles Fantastic Four crossover, here's everything you might have missed. Yes, just want to acknowledge that today is September 11th. We do remember what happened years ago in a truly very saddening, um, uh, terrible moment for the country and the world in general, and also the horrific events that happened yesterday um, in the United States. And now we'll move on. Also, please support our fellow comic book community YouTuber Brandon from Mon Comics. If you don't know, and I guess you haven't been watching YouTube, but Brandon and his family lost their home in a fire last weekend, and this is a GoFundMe that's been set up to support them or to help them out. So if you can give anything, please do. But we'll move on. Our top story today is Superman and Lex Luthor, or yesterday, James Gunn has dropped that a major detail about Superman Man of Tomorrow during an appearance on the Howard Stern show. He confirmed that while Lex Luthor spends much of the film trying to ruin Superman, a bigger threat forces the two into an uneasy alliance. Comic fans have seen this before in arcs like Panic in the Sky or House of Brainiac, where Lex sets aside ego to fight cosmic scale dangers. Gunn is pulling from that tradition, but by making it central to the Superman movie of the new DCU is sure to spark conversation. Reports suggest Lex begins behind bars, offering help from his cell before stepping into the field, possibly even wearing his classic green and purple battlesuit. If so, this could be the most comic-accurate version of Luthor yet. But make no mistake, this alliance won't last. The tension will come from wondering when Lex turns the tables. If you're ready to see Superman and Lex save the world together just to tear each other apart later, hit that like button. And also yesterday from comicbook.com, they highlighted 5 comic book arcs that prove Mr. Terrific deserves more time in the spotlight. The list starts with Holt's link to Golden Age hero Terry Sloan, which ties him to DC legacy. It moves into his chairmanship of the Justice Society, showing he commands respect even among legends. Then there's his work with the Terrifics, holding together a team of quirky personalities, and his reform of Checkmate, where he becomes the White King, navigating espionage and politics. The article saves the best for last. Mr. Terrific outthinks Batman in one story. Superman admits Holt might be smarter than Bruce, while Lex Luthor begrudgingly concedes Holt is a force to respect. It's a reminder that DCU could build Holt into something new, not just a sidekick genius, but a rival intellect to both Batman and Luthor. Who should play? Well, never mind. What did y'all think of the casting of Mr. Terrific in DCU so far? I thought it was a pretty good choice. All right. Next, from comicbook.com, we've also revisiting Harley Quinn's journey with an article that dropped yesterday pointing out 6 times she outshined Batman as a hero. In Harley Quinn number 25 from 2016, Harley beats down the Joker and could have killed him, but she chose mercy. In Heroes in Crisis, after being falsely accused alongside Booster Gold, Harley forgives Wally West instead of striking back. There are moments where Harley's empathy outweighs Batman's rigid code. Bruce may save lives, but he rarely forgives. Harley, surprisingly, has done both. That complexity is why fans connect with her, because she's as flawed as any of us, but still capable of growth. If Harley has earned her spot as a true hero, smash that like button. Tell me, which of her redemptive arcs meant the most to you? But that's not but not every article yesterday painted Harley as a hero. Another comicbook.com piece argued that she's most compelling when she's a villain. The piece says Harley's chaotic brilliance gets watered down when she leans too far into redemption. As a villain, she can challenge both Gotham's heroes and its villains, even functioning as an evil Batman in some arcs. It's also suggested Harley's villainous roots give writers more freedom, allowing her to be unpredictable, dangerous, and morally ambiguous in ways a hero rarely can be. That unpredictability is what originally made her stand out. So the debate rages on. Has Harley's heroic turn stretched too far, or should DC double down on her darker side? Comment below. Hero Harley or villain Harley? Where do you stand? And then also from comicbook.com, a story yesterday spotlighting Batman #1 by Matt Fractions and Jorge Jimenez and Tommy Moore, where Bruce's gadgets are showcased in a whole new way. Every time Batman uses a tool, the comic labels it, explains it, and breaks down exactly how it works. The Vocom device lets him command the Batmobile remotely. His cowl lenses reveals their capabilities, and his gauntlet even display voltage readouts. This isn't just flair. It puts the spotlight on Batman's intellect and preparation. Readers see the science behind the hero, not just the action. The article notes the DCU could adopt this approach in the film, making gadgets more than props. Imagine a movie where audiences know why every tool matters, not just what it looks like. Drop a comment with your favorite Bat gadget from comics or film. I want to see which tool the community loves the most. And from Comic Book Club Live, they also dropped 3 announcements yesterday. First, Dynamite announced a new Lion King comic launching in November, set during Simba's cub years with Mufasa still alive. Edwin Galman will write and illustrate. Second, the next story, Scott Snyder confirms Absolute Zatanna will debut in the DC Absolute Universe, adding magic to the line that already includes Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, and others. Snyder also revealed that nearly every Robin except Damian will appear in Absolute Batman, and that Absolute Scarecrow will surface in issue number 17. And third, J. Scott Campbell's Danger Girl Artist Edition Kickstarter was fully funded in just 6 minutes. The oversized art book will feature rare sketches and behind-the-scenes material, proving Campbell's work is still in massive demand. Three different announcements, 3 corners of the comic world, Disney nostalgia, DC's alternate universe magic, and a creator-driven project. Which of these excites you the most? Tell me in the comments. And then ICV2 reported yesterday that GlobalComix is expanding its DC library in a big way. Starting September 17th, new DC comics will be available on GlobalComix the same day they hit print shops. On top of that, over 30,000 backlist titles will become available, including graphic novels and trade. To celebrate, GlobalComix is discounting 3 bundles between September 17th and 21st, Batman Day 2025, Summer of Superman, and an Eisner Awards collection of nearly 100 books. GlobalComix Gold subscribers will get even deeper discounts, putting the service in direct competition with Comixology and DC Universe Infinite. This shows DC's push to expand its digital footprint, making comics more accessible wherever readers are. Print or digital, which format do you prefer? Comment below. I'm excited about this story because, I don't have the opportunity to get to the LCS as often as I would like. So it's a little bit easier for me at times to read books digitally. And then we had another reveal yesterday coming from Dynamite. And this is a crossover between Gargoyles and Marvel's Fantastic Four. Written by Greg Weisman with art by George Cambatis. I apologize for names. I'm just terrible at pronouncing names. This issue arrives in November. The plot sees the Manhattan Clan visiting the Baxter Building, only for things to go wrong when Cold Steel and Dragon Man team up with Annihilus, Franklin, Valeria, Franklin and Valeria and Nash are pulled into the negative zone, forcing the Gargoyles and Marvel's first family into action together. 5 variant covers are planned with art by Luco Perillo, Declan Chevalier, Amanda Connor, Mark Bagley, and Nicolette Baldari. All, at 32 pages with cover stock, it's hold on a second. With cardstock covers is positioned as both a collectible and a nostalgia-driven story. It's an unlikely crossover, but the combination of mythic magic and cosmic science could create something fresh. Which cover artist are you most excited for? Perillo, Connor, Bagley, or someone else? Let me know in the comments. And finally, Comic Beat released its top comics to buy list yesterday, spotlighting standout releases from September 10th. Among the highlights were Batman Dark Patterns 10, where the mystery arsonist storyline heats up, Powers 25, number 1, the Big Bendis and Oming return, and Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum number 2, with Batman aiding Clark through bizarre kryptonite threats. Image and Marvel also made the list. Transformers 24 set up big moves in the Energon universe, while Ultimate Wolverine number 9 explored darker corners of Marvel's mutant relaunch. Other notable drops include Absolute Batman number 12, Action Comics 1090, Aquaman 9, Blood and Thunder 5, and Free Planet number 5. It was a stacked Wednesday showing there's something for every kind of fan. Share your pull list in the comments. I'd love to know what everybody grabbed yesterday. And that's the recap for September 10th, 2025. And from Lex teaming up with Superman to Gargoyles clashing with the Fantastic Four, yesterday gave us plenty to talk about. Don't forget, if you haven't already, if you can, please support Mon Comics with what they had going on with the house fire. If you can follow Brandon, you can see everything that's happened. But please support his family if you can. And don't forget, you can support the channel with using the code I Have Issues at Ron's Comic Closet. Link is in the description below. And you'll save 20% off your first order. And be sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss a recap. And I'll see you tomorrow as we cover all the news for the day. And also this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be interviewing Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club and on my Comic Channel Origins show. So please check that out. Please mark it, notify it so you can be there for it. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.